We took a long time to find the home that we'd sold. It was a long and involved process, so we thought we needed some help, maybe, in order to get the place we wanted and not be out there for 2 years and watch prices rise while we did it. That's when we started thinking about it. You know, we were worried about the rising market and, you know, wanted to be sure that we found the right place. And so we wanted to give ourselves every opportunity to be in the right place at the right time. And we thought having a buyer's agent would be one of the things, and Vipul in particular, would be one of the things that might help us get what we wanted and get it, you know, for the right price. Look, we did have concerns about going with a buyer's agent. We were thinking about, does it represent value for money? Would the agent, the buyer's agent, be moral? Would they look after our interests? Or would they be favouring their relationships with real estate agents over getting us the place that we wanted, that kind of thing? And we hadn't used one before, and, you know, we'd done quite well. So we did have those sorts of reservations, but ultimately we wanted help.
The agent's recommendation was we'd respect the agent. He's Mr. Camaret real estate agent, so, you know, pretty well anybody in Camaret who's selling property, he's the first place they go to. And when he started talking about getting a buyer's agent and recommended Vipul, we thought that's very high praise.
Even before we sold the place, we just started to look around, and we kept running into Vipul at places that we were looking at. And so we just started to think he's obviously very active in the market that we're looking to buy in. He was very personable and the price was right, and yeah, so we just went from there. And we started to feel really comfortable with him, you know, just chatting at various places that we'd come across him as we were looking at, you know, apartments here and there on our trip. But also his clear relationships with many of the estate agents in the area, and his knowledge of a lot of the buildings that we were looking at or potentially went to look at. You know, he's bought in a lot of these buildings before, and so he was clearly able to say, oh, I don't know if I'd go near that one, or you know, I've bought 2 in this building, so the annual reports look good, etc. So there were some reasons like that which were ultimately compelling in us making the decision to go with informed buyers. We became very comfortable with Vipul throughout the journey. You know, we'd speak almost every day. So Vipul was part of the family for a while there. It was very important to us that we were able to you know, spitball our thoughts and where we were going and what we were thinking about the 2 or 3 that we'd seen that previous Wednesday or the previous Saturday or more sometimes. We got very comfortable with the process along the journey. The advice that we got was always considered, relevant, and often things that we wouldn't necessarily have thought of ourselves. So we were really pleased with Vipul's advice along the journey. Absolutely fabulous advice.